Beans make some of the best snacks, sometimes even better than Takis, and today I want to prove that. I have made a lot of crispy chickpeas on this channel, crispy roasted chickpeas that are sweet, crispy roasted chickpeas that are cereal. I've made crispy roasted flaming hot Cheetos. Today I want to make some Taki-inspired roasted beans, not specifically chickpeas, because I wanted to talk about how any bean can be crispy roasted. Few of them are different. You want to make them a little bit differently. Crispy roasted chickpeas probably take the longest. They come out pretty good. But that doesn't mean that you can't do it with, say, pinto beans, or maybe even black beans. Now, every bean has its benefit. Black beans about 110 calories per serving, 7 grams of protein with about 5 grams of fiber, where a pinto bean is about 110 calories per serving, 7 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber. So you can see they're pretty dang close. Actually, you know what? They're identical. So really, whatever you're looking for, choose your bean. For our first recipe, we're gonna make this insanely simple, air fryer, couple minutes, with a pinto bean. First thing that we want to do to make our Taki pinto beans is we are going to open our pinto beans, drain them, rinse them well. And I know people are gonna get on me today. I'm not saving any of the liquid. I'm not saving any of the aquafaba. I'm just gonna take my baking sheet, toss my paper towel on here. I'm not gonna keep that on there. When you wash your beans, when you rinse them, you are removing a decent amount of sodium. I know people saw the sodium when I was showing the can, and some of you were like, oh my God, the sodium, it's so high. I know I'm gonna get those comments. So much sodium. Yeah, just rinse it. Salt is water soluble. For pinto beans, they are going to roast the quickest. They are the quickest bean to roast. 400 degrees for about 35 minutes. You could do that in the oven. I'm gonna do it in the air fryer. You want to make sure they're very dry. I'm just gonna pat them with a paper towel. I'm gonna let them dance around on the sheet here a little bit. And before I season these, I'm going to throw them in the air fryer. Now, last time I showed you my little Misto air sprayer and I loved it. I love that thing. This time, I'm not gonna do that because I got some hate. So here's some spray olive oil. I'm just gonna give it just a little shot. We don't need a whole lot. No seasoning yet. We're gonna toss this into the air fryer, 400 degrees for the first batch before you cook anything. 25 minutes, which is plenty of time for today's sponsor. So most busy days, I don't struggle with what to eat. I just struggle with deciding what to eat. Most of the time I'm in a rush. Breakfast will turn into coffee only. Lunch turns into I will figure it out later. And then I just end up snacking all day long. That's been a cycle most of my life. And I see a lot of busy people doing exactly that. And the one thing that helped me break that pattern is Huel, today's sponsor. I've been using Huel Black Edition powder and Huel Black Edition ready to drink, mostly for breakfast or busy work days when I don't want to think about food. This is a full meal, nutritionally complete, plant-based, and it's designed by a registered nutritionist. But the biggest thing for me is how easy it is. I can make this in under a minute, or I could just grab one of these and go. No cooking, no cleanup, no decision spiral. Easy. That's lunch. It's consistent. I eat earlier. I snack less. I don't hit that what am I gonna eat for lunch wall. And honestly, that's a lot more relief than I think people realize. And the bonus is with the powder, it comes out to around $2 to $3 per meal, which is cheaper than most grab and go lunches and way more predictable. And I feel good that I'm getting a nutritionally complete protein that's just easy. So gang, you can find Huel at Target or order directly from Huel.com, which is normally what I do. If you wanna try it, click the link or scan the QR code and use my code SAUCE15 for 15% off orders $50 and up. That's for new customers only. Huel, I have been using your stuff for years. Thank you for sponsoring today's video. I absolutely love it. It just makes my day easier. So while the pinto beans are going on their first round, I do want to show you the longer recipe, which is going to get you a little bit more flavor. I love crispy black beans. They come out so good. These are awesome. Black beans do take a little bit longer, about 45 minutes at the same temp. Chickpeas are the longest, so about an hour is what you need. But with black beans, we're gonna do the same process in the beginning. I'm just going to rinse them. I'm gonna remove some of the sodium, rinse them dry, get off some of the skins, pat them dry. We're gonna toss these into the oven about 35 minutes. I don't wanna bake the seasoning on that long is kind of the goal here. Little shot of olive oil all over the camera. That looks pretty good. So these are gonna go in the oven 35 minutes. Regular oven, we're doing like a long form on these ones. Okay, our first round of crispy roasted beans. These are the pinto beans are done. These look pretty amazing. They got a little extra crispy if you ask me, probably more than what I wanted. That's okay. But they're pretty good, and they will end up tasting like Takis. You go. So I'm actually not gonna do another round on these. Into my little bowl here, and check on my black beans. Since those, I'm actually gonna pull my black beans out too. I'm just gonna pull these out for just a minute. The black beans have been going for about 22 minutes. I'm just gonna pause those. But for now, these, the Pinto Beans, super simple. These guys are gonna get one more spray of the olive oil, just a light spray. And if you want the quickest possible snack that gives you the Taki taste-ish, some tagine. Love this stuff, or tahine? Tahine. Why did I say tagine? Tagine. And do it up. Now, tahine is a little bit thicker than the Taki powder, and there's not much sodium in them compared to a bag of Taki, so we are gonna give just a little, ooh, too much. Look at that. That's why you pour the salt in your hand, because that would have ruined these. Just a little pinch, little pinch. Not much, little bitty pinch. That's what happens. You use your hand for seasoning. Now, if you want these to go over the top, a little cayenne pepper. Woo, woo. This is a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm only gonna do 1/8 of that. Ring the bell that the dessert is done. The dessert. What am I doing today? Trying to go in a hurry is what I'm doing. Let's pick up all of that seasoning. Set this out for your guests, and they will go crazy. You hear that crunch? Hold on, listen. Sounds like a Taki, right? So, these are good. These are super good, actually. Sounds like a Taki, right? So, these are good. These are super good, actually. Very quick, very easy. Now, let's work on those black beans. Now, I saw this recipe on Reddit. I tried it out. It was good. We're gonna make a smaller version of it. We're gonna be doing 1/2 of a tablespoon of salt, a small pinch of sugar, not much, just a little bit of sugar. You do need a little bit of sugar. Teaspoon of MSG, teaspoon citric acid, teaspoon of maltodextrin. Now, before everybody's like, these are crazy, horrible ingredients, they're bad for you. Well, don't make this version. And if you're asking why I have a giant tub of maltodextrin, you don't need to worry about that. Every time I've said a teaspoon, do 1/2 of a teaspoon. And now this is 2 teaspoons. We're making 1/2 teaspoon. I have been making 1/2 of this because this is a huge amount of powder that you really don't need for as much as you're making. So I've been making 1/2 of the recipe, and I've just been calling out odd numbers. I'm gonna list the recipe in the description. Actually, just completely ignore all the measurements I've said. I will promise you, I will put the measurements in the description. I'll link to the original Reddit post that I tried. I'm just going to make this version, so there's some chili powder in it, habanero powder, garlic powder, onion powder, and some paprika. Sorry about all of the measurements. Ugh. I'm gonna just give this a little press just to make sure everything is mixed nicely. I'll tell you, it smells like a Taki. Now, I'll be honest, if you do this in like a blender or food processor, you're gonna be able to get this into a finer powder and get a more even blend, which I think is gonna give you a better chip coating. But even just crushing it with a little pestle. Actually, is the pestle the thing, or is this the mortar? I think this is the mortar. If you know, leave a comment below. Also, I have a bet with Monica. She thinks I can get to 1 million subscribers by the end of the year. I don't think it's possible. Whew, that is good. That is Taki. So we're gonna take our black beans, which are not done, these are still chewy, and dump them into the seasoning, just as they are. Dump some of them on the ground, unfortunately. We're going to give the top of this the tiniest little spurt, just a little, that's it. And then coat the heck out of these. Let's give them one more little spurt. Get Taki fingers, look at that. See, some people get Taki fingers like crazy. Some people don't, I do. I get them. That's good, that's a good finger. Drop this onto the hot pan, whoop, boom. We're gonna throw this into the oven for just 10 minutes to finish drying these up. These are done, they've actually overdone because of course everything I do, I cooked them a little too long. That's okay. Now the things about the beans is if you try them in the oven, they're gonna be a little soggy, but then once you pull them out within a minute, they will be, okay, let's see what Monica has to say. Baby, we're gonna be eating some beans right before your run, so you get a little extra energy, a little fiber there.
Okay.
Okay, I know I'm being funny. Or I used to be funny. So, have you ever had Takis?
I mean, I think a long time ago.
Do you want to try a Taki before we try these?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, grab a Taki. Now my things are gonna look very different. Oh, you just went ahead.
Oh,
No
I'm
cheers.
sorry.
No, it's okay. Here, we'll give you cheers halfway. That's distinct.
Not bad.
Let's dive into these guys.
Now, are these supposed to taste like Takis? Like, why am I trying a Taki first?
Because it's gonna be kind of like Taki-esque.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1 can of beans will make you forget about Takis. So, okay, dive into these. These are Pinto beans.
Okay. Cheers. Let me take a few more.
It's
good.
super similar.
Taki-esque,
Ooh,
but better.
Actually, I feel like these have a little bit more of a kick.
Yeah, these, well, they're kind of like smoky.
Yeah, they're a little smokier. Yeah,
I like them.
yeah. I want to see what you think about these. These are black beans. Cheers. I love that we're trying to do this stuff.
Those are good too.
Yeah,
A little bit more Taki-esque.
yeah, definitely.
This one got a little cooked out, but I still like the flavor.
Yeah,
This one tastes a lot more like Takis.
it does taste a lot more like Takis. That's actually pretty close. If we went over a guest house and they had these like on the counter.
Oh yeah. I'd be like picking at them all the time and eating
Yeah,
them.
these are
I'd be
pretty
like,
good
this is
snack.
awesome.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
like,
love this.
what would you choose? This one, or that one?
I mean, I really like this one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I would definitely choose these two over the Takis,
Okay.
but I really like them both for different reasons.
For different reasons.
I mean, I do love the more of the Taki flavor on this one.
Yeah.
I love how this is a little smoky. Like you said, that's just from cooking it, but still. But I think this one has a little bit more of like an array of flavors.
Yeah.
Like it has the Taki flavor as well as some other flavors. I think that's why I like it. It's kind of like more an array.
So this one's just tahini.
Oh, there's no Taki in it.
Yeah, it's just one tahini and like salt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. People say to Takis it's just like a tahini flavor.
Yeah, they're both really good.
So I can see why you would have thought that. But it is close. Like if you eat that and then this, it's like the flavors are all there. And then
Yeah.
this is like you have that like lime flavor and a little bit of like the.
Yeah.
I added some cayenne pepper, so
Yeah.
I would eat the 1 can of beans. I mean, that's just me. Boom. Well, that's it, baby.
Okay. Well, this was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we did this. We have these things now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Beans.
Beans.
The musical fruit.